Get out of Taipei for a bit with Voice of South Taiwan. Each week, join us in discovering the best that the southern side of the country has to offer. You'll uncover a part of Taiwan that you never knew you needed to know. We are in Katsi Cafe, a restaurant in Kaohsiung, and it feels like we are in southern France. That's not surprising, this is where the owner Pierre comes from. And his guest today is Heidi Chang, who is Director of International Affairs for the city where she grew up.
I chose Kaohsiung because it reminded me of Marseille.
Yeah.
I thought it would be natural for my restaurant to be in the, I would say, sister somehow of Marseille, but in Asia, in East Asia. So there are many differences, but there are many huge similarities. It's incredible.
Actually, there are some similarity with Kaohsiung and Marseille. We are all the southern cities
Yes.
of France and of Taiwan, and we have harbour as well.
Yes.
And the weather is very similar with
Exactly.
each other.
People are cheerful and a bit loud and a bit clumsy and a bit lazy and not that serious.
And a more comfortable place to live.
Of course. Life is affordable. We take the time to enjoy.
Both are preparing for the Southern French Festival that took place in Kaohsiung and honored France's own southern French city, Marseille.
I would like the Taiwanese, and thanks to this event, it will be possible, to realize that France is not just Paris, it's bigger than that. You have more variety, you have more colors, you have more different weather, people, and Provence is very different from Paris, so let's show it.
Yeah, it's actually exactly the same with our opinions that we want to show that Taiwan is not only Taipei or
Yes.
Taipei 101. The Kaohsiung, the biggest southern cities in Taiwan, is very energetic, and we also have the port, we have the harbor, and the good weather. And
Yeah.
our people are really friendly and hospitality.
True.
Marseille is the largest city of Provence, which is the southeastern region of France. Like South Taiwanese speaking their own language, Provence people speak a special kind of French.
For Marseille, people speak with a heavy accent, and it's more sunny already when they talk. Au peu cher.
What is opposite?
It means a lot of things. It means
What?
it means many things. Like one thing is like I pity you. It's kind of exclamation. It's sympathy for you.
Sympathy.
Yeah, like you lost some money or you broke a bottle or something. It's like, au peu cher. Or...
People say all the time is that Taiwanese people show our hospitality to feed every friend's full of food. That we are afraid that you're hungry. That's so we always ask you 假爸呗
I've seen that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
in Taiwanese.
Kaohsiung has been seeking more contacts with Marseille. Despite her seminal role, Heidi is keen on sharing credits for the festival with her French counterparts.
In the last year, we told them that we are really willing to collaborate, no matter the cultural event or more interaction or more exchange between Kaohsiung and France. Yeah. So they came back in the beginning of this year and they say maybe we can do the festival together. And so we say yes, let's work together. And we have over 10 meetings and we check the place. So we discuss about the topic, whether the French festival or Provence festival. So we work all the things together. So it's hard to tell where is the ideal because we discuss together and we make the decision together.
Her goal with the festival is to make the city more international.
This is the very first time in Taiwan. So everything we have to figure out the model or the way to put everything and make Taiwanese friends and French friends to be satisfied. So we need a lot of communicate to understand each other and to build the trust. We all say that we are the French Kaohsiung team together. Friends of them are only know that Taiwan, Taipei. Now they all know that Kaohsiung, and Kaohsiung is really close and willing to do more exchange, more interaction with friends.
The festival is the first step towards cultural exchange with Provence.
It's really make the cultural exchange between French friends and Taiwanese people. Many people they went to the French festival and they said, oh, they really didn't know we can do this in Kaohsiung in Taiwan, and they want to learn more. Because this time the school, the university, and the cultural association, they all involved in the French market. So they can experience the language so that we know each other's culture more.
As a Southern French in Kaohsiung, Pierre was a logical choice to join the festival.
It took me 30 years to understand what Provence was. I was born there, but I had to live it to feel attached to it, to feel attached to its slowness, to its laziness, to its beauty, to see how different it was from industrial world, grey world, big cities where everything is fast. It's a place where people know each other. It's a place that history, wherever you go, there is a history that you need to understand and somehow to respect. And it's beautiful how it is. I don't want it to change, actually. Marseille is another level, and I lived several times in Marseille, and it's a very exhausting city, but also very lovely with a unique energy that you find in some other cities like Barcelona. So it stands out.
He is a living proof of the similarities between the two cities.
I really feel like Marseille, honestly. It's very different from Paris/Taipei, where everything is organized, everything needs to go fast. Here, people smile, take the time, just decide, not today. When you understand that, it's kind of like, wow, yeah, I feel really at home when I see that. It's not a place where you should expect the best of the world. It's a place where there are little gems everywhere. Everything is normal, friendly, casual, and that's very comfortable.
On the first day of the festival, there were much more visitors than expected, with booths for food and shops, a stage for musicians, and more. Taiwan's representative to France, Mr. Francois, was also visiting.
I even can say I love very much the accent spoken in Provence, especially in Marseille, in the south of France, and it's really very it's like a different sounds of music. So people in the south of France, like in South of Taiwan, or have more patience, have more will to discuss with people, and I think they are more warm, if you want.
Mr. Wu has become a celebrity in France, where he managed to put Taiwan in the spotlight.
We have a new bureau for France created in 2020. It was created by my will, also my negotiation with the French ministry. So I have been in Provence several times during my mandate this time. But except of that, also when I was a student in year 1990, also I visited very often Aix-en-Provence. So it's a very beautiful place of France, and I encourage, of course, my Taiwanese friends to go more often in the south of France, because it's a very special region in France.
He witnessed firsthand the specific culture of Provence.
The name of Provence is a province during the Roman period. So if you, in general, when we are talking about the empire of Rome, we also think about the Italy, but it's very not so. Not so familiar for people to think that France and especially Provence have been also a part of the Roman Empire. And during that time, also Provence also was the most beautiful region of the Roman Empire. So it makes, of course, a very special region. In fact, France also is a country that makes a lot of different European culture. So in Provence, you can find this kind of culture of Roman Empire, and I think we can compare it with what we can find in Italy.
Southern France has this old Mediterranean flavor symbolized by the ubiquitous culture of olives. At the festival, a Taiwanese shop sells olive-made products.
We are selling about the shampoo and shower gel and some face cleaning. Yeah. We are very nature. We are 99% nature. Yeah. We are from France. It's a very big olive. The garden is over 100 years. Yeah, it's very old garden, and our product is from there. And by all olive, and we used to make the shampoo and shower gel and some soap.
We also run into a familiar face.
Pierre, are you happy?
I'm very happy, yeah, of course.
How was this first day?
Very positive for sure. I mean, seeing people I don't usually see in my restaurant, you know. Here the exposure is massive and people are discovering that we have different take on food, different perception, and that's doing my job basically, yeah, I like that.
We meet him again after the festival.
For me, that was it's my first big festival like that, so I was a bit overwhelmed when I arrived. But then I saw first everybody that came, like 99% of the people going around, either tourists or locals. They were happy and they were curious. They were asking questions. So I was happy about that. Organization was like 95% very clear and good communication and everything. Cannot be perfect the first time, right? The weather is like before we had rainstorm, after we had rainstorm, and then 3 days, just a beautiful sun. So it's like the gods were with us somehow. Yeah, I'm very happy about everything.
Heidi is also relieved at the success of this first attempt.
People are really surprised about the musician, the artist. They did a really great performance, and people are really touched by their performance. Because some of them were come from Marseille or the south of France. So they talk about the feeling is really Kaohsiung and Provence or Marseille really share really many similarity. Many French friends came to Kaohsiung all over around Taiwan. There are French restaurants, French bar, or French vendors. We didn't know that they have such a strong connection.
She hopes it can happen again.
We are all surprised that all the positive feedback, all of our colleagues from the city government and all the French partners, we are really surprised that people really love this and they are enjoy the atmosphere and they are really happy to making new friends and all the experience. Many vendors and many tourists, they just made a wish that they want to come back next year. So we are really happy. We discussed with the French team. Yeah, we are both willing to make it an annual event.
Two culturally diverse cities have a lot to do together.
In general, I just can tell you that the relation between France and Taiwan is getting better and better. So I hope that in the future, in Marseille also, we will be able to establish a closer relation between Kaohsiung and Marseille, and making Kaohsiung a more international city. And I think it's very important in the same time to make France a part of Taiwan, a part of Kaohsiung, because Taiwan and Kaohsiung are all kind of society is full of diversity. Diversity is really some kind of a very important culture of Taiwan. So I really hope that Kaohsiung also can lead this kind of orientation that make Taiwan a more diverse society, a diverse country.
Pierre concurs.
I really think we should be proud of our own culture and not try to hide it. Apparently there's a quote from Bob Marley that says, to be international, you need to know your own culture.
The festival proved that South Taiwan can reach out to the world in its own way. It also proved that the world is full of comparable regions to cooperate with, like an international coalition of dynamic provinces.